just last week, as you announced, after our friend State Senator Jane Raybould announced her decision not to run again. She was eligible for another term. She decided, for a number of reasons, that this was a good time for her to step aside. And as reported by Zach Windling in the Nebraska Examiner, just 24 hours later, you enthusiastically threw your hat in the ring with Jane's support. And as you mentioned, over 70 other current and former elected officials endorsed you. So that is the reputation you have. In addition to, before you served in the legislature, you're an attorney, a successful law practice. So now you're going to be asking the voters next year to send you back to that district that you represented for 8 years. So why now? Why did you decide that this is the time for you to re-enter the political sphere?
People are not aligned, and people are wounded, confused. There are hurting souls in our community. I just believe that our humanity and compassion for each other and our love for our democracy is needed now more than ever. You know, when I was little, we used to sit at the table and talk about democracy after my dad had been wounded and came back from World War II. That was what our discussions were about how fortunate we were, how blessed we are to be in a democracy. I have to do what I can. And again, what I can do is to get back in that ring, that I can be a voice for others and also try to be a good listening ear and have a good listening ear and be able to figure out how to find the best answer for all of us and not just for me. We are stronger when we come together. You know, on my podium in the legislature, I always had a little sign that said kindness in your voice, because I know that if you speak in anger at somebody, you're never going to get them to be convinced to listen to you, let alone change your opinion. It's really true that we have to be kinder to one another. We have to realize we are all hurting. We all have different perspectives. Maybe we're getting erroneous perspectives. Maybe we're getting fake news. Maybe our beliefs are based on fake news. I don't know. But we can't just sit there and say, you're a stupid idiot. Why would you feel this way? You're hurting others. Until you think the way I think, I'm not going to talk to you anymore. I mean, this doesn't make any sense.
Well, we're a similar generation, Patty, and I also remember a time when things, even though we disagreed, we were able to have a civil conversation. For the love of everything, I just don't understand how we've gotten to this point.